What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, and today we will be interviewing Floyd Kid Austin Schofield. He's making around doing interviews. I heard him say that there could only be one Dominican, and referencing wanting a fight with Edwin de los Santos, meaning there could only be one Dominican at 135. He also said he was willing to move up to 140 and fight Elvis Rodriguez, and just a lot of interesting things he's been saying, and things I want to know more about. You know what I'm saying? Things I want to ask him about, and how he got his mentality and all that stuff. But he's definitely a prospect I'm curious about. His father has made enough noise where you have to at least see just how good this kid is. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll be honest with you. I've seen some fights. I haven't watched, half his fights or anything. I've probably watched 4 or 5 fights, and he's had his moments where he's impressed, and had his moments where he's shown he needs things to work on. And last time he was on here, uh, I had connected him with Joan Guzman. I don't know if you guys remember. They were talking about, they would be interested in adding him to the team. I had made the connection on the live, actually, put them together. And, there's some things we need to discuss as to what's going on in that department as well. But yeah, speaking of them, they're both right here. Thank you much for being on the program. How you guys doing?
We doing good. We doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Doing very well. Doing better, much better now that I got you guys on the program, and I definitely wanna start off kind of quick. Uh, uh, you guys were supposed to fight H2O. Oh, sorry, somebody's saying my audio is bad. Hold on, let me see if oh, all right. Uh, yeah. You was supposed to fight H2O. That fight didn't happen. What can you first explain why that fight didn't happen, and then we'll get to what happened in his fight.
I just had an injury. I had to sit down, so I had to take some time off, about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and then I had to get surgery. So that was another 4 weeks I'm off. So
Can you disclose what was the injury?
oh,
Yeah.
my rib.
Yeah, he fractured a rib. So that's why we didn't duck him. The doctor said we couldn't fight because he fractured his rib in sparring.
Oh yeah, he got hit with a body shot, something like that.
No, he got hit with an elbow.
Oh, okay.
After the round was over, the guy got upset as Floyd was walking away and hit him with an elbow. He fractured his rib.
Wow. Oh well, I'm glad he's okay. How have you been recovering? How was the surgery?
It was good. I had a torsion in the lower part of my body, so I had to get that fixed. So it limited my walking and moving. So right now, I still probably got like a week or two, but I'm ready to start training.
So you haven't been. How long have you not been in the gym?
After my rib, I was out for like 4 weeks, and I got back to the gym.
He said in total how many weeks?
In total, as of now, probably like 7 weeks almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You're not worried that's gonna set you back a little bit? These guys are all still in the gym, getting better, staying sharp. You over here getting surgeries, not in the gym. Is that something that concerns you?
Nah, I've been doing it 19 years, just continuously straight. Never had no breaks like that. So I feel like it ain't gonna do too much. I feel like once I get back in the gym, get my cardio right, so I muscle memory.
I feel like it was a blessing to Ashton. I think God sat Floyd out of the way. Floyd might have killed Ashton. Let's be for real. Floyd got just as much or more power than the guy he fought. Ashton would have been in a lot of trouble. So I think God gave him a break.
What was you guys' reaction to that fight? Because if you watch the fight, he was doing good. He was winning the fight. I don't think there was a doubt. And then he gets clipped. What was your guys' reaction when it's like, whoa, or was it like something you saw coming in a few rounds before? Talk to me.
I'm dead serious. For a whole month straight, Floyd was saying, this guy gonna knock Ashton out. And I'm like, Floyd, don't manifest that, man. Come on, we need Ashton to win. He like, nah, Dad, they sleeping on this kid. Because Floyd been watching him as an amateur and stuff. So he like, nah, they sleeping on him. He could knock him out, Dad. And so that's what happened. So Floyd already knew he was gonna knock Ashton out.
I seen it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But speaking of knockouts, Edwin De Los Santos' name was brought to you on the Boxing Voice, and you mentioned, you was like, what comes to mind is his power, but you said something along the lines, I want to fight him because there could only be one Dominican. I want to know, where did you get that from, that there could be only one Dominican?
I mean, if we're in the same class, I mean, it can only be one of us, one king at the top. And like, you're a fellow Dominican brother, so it only can be one of us. I mean, if you go up to 40, I mean, he got Elvis. But, you know, if he goes somewhere else, you know, he could be the king of that division. I'm stating just basically like, this is going to be my division. And he got to see me if you want to get to the top.
I got you. You also mentioned that you will be willing to move up to 140 and fight Elvis. Why Elvis out of all the 140s? Why him specifically?
Just because I feel like he's a great fighter and he's another Dominican too.
Why not break bread with your brothers?
Yeah, in the Boxing Voice, they brought it up. So I was like, you know, why not?
Mm-hmm. No. I the reason I brought it up was because usually the Dominicans that I interviewed, when I ask them about fighting another Dominican, they're usually hesitant. Like they go, "No, that's my brother," or they say, "Hey, you know, I'll do it, you know, because it's a business, but it's not my preferred fight." But it you know, when you mentioned Elvis too, I was like, okay, it kind of looks like he wants to take him out. At least that's the way it came across.
Well, that's not the way it is. Our mindset is you want to break bread with your family first. You want to take money back to the Dominican Republic first. Mm-hmm. You know, why share it with a European or whatever else that's taking it to Europe? It wouldn't make any sense. So that's what we meant.
Okay, that's dope. That's definitely dope. How much does it bother you that people doubt you're Dominican? That people go, man, you're not Dominican. You know, you just swagger jacking or what? Does that bother you?
No, not at all. Because at the end of the day, that's just, you know, in a sense, some type of ignorance. Because who are you to tell me what runs through my blood? And I mean, it's just a fact. I mean, do I speak Spanish? No, I just wasn't, you know, brought up around my dad. He wasn't, you know, really at home to be learning Spanish. He was busy, you know, doing young stuff. So he didn't get the opportunity to teach me Spanish, but that has nothing to do, you know, with my bloodline. But it don't bother me because it's like, I have a lot of Dominicans, you know, supporting me and whatnot. And then I get some, you know, sometimes we Mexicans who be saying I ain't Dominican. I'm like, you're not even Dominican. What are you talking about?
But I have a question. What is a Dominican? And what's a fake Dominican? We're going to go to class right now because I don't think many Dominicans know what Dominicans are. Or they wouldn't even have that question. Because most ain't even of the indigenous blood. Only 45% of them exist because they were mostly killed off. All right? So the rest come from...
A lot less than 45%, but yeah.
A lot less. But then most come from the slave trade, Haitian blood, European blood. So how my mother taught me is Dominican people are a group of prideful people that stand together no matter what. We grew up in Brooklyn, New York, around the Dominicans. So my mother, that's her people. And so he want to honor his grandmother with that part of blood that's in him. So he had every right to do that. So I don't understand what's a fake Dominican because we all mixed up. And then we so divided. This is the weird part. We got somebody representing the flag and we want to we so self-destructive at times. Instead of us honoring our flag and our people and celebrate, we want to say he's not real. It don't matter if he was adopted. You know what flag they do. You know what that flag means because my mother taught us what it means. So as any person that come out like, oh, it's a fake Dominican, that person ain't a real Dominican then.
And you know what's the crazy part? I wish I could. I can't bring the laptop to the room, but I got the flag hanging up right above my bed. So
I mean, that's how he lives. So they just don't know him. And he's learning Spanish. I didn't learn Spanish, but all my siblings know Spanish. I was always in jail, in the streets. That was me. So I didn't have time to learn Spanish. Pardon me, but y'all can test my motherfucking blood. Anybody that need to.
Well, I know Floyd Jr. He said it doesn't bother him, but does it bother you, Pops? You know, somebody saying, "Yo, your son not really Dominican." Does that, because it doesn't bother him, but does it bother you as a father and
No,
as a Dominican yourself?
not at all, because I'm a mixed Dominican. I'm only
Mhm.
part Dominican. My mother was only part Dominican, but my culture is Dominican because we grew up around the Dominicans. So to me, it's an ignorant conversation, because once you take away Dominican, Indian, Israeli, we all spirits having a human experience. How did we get broken up by geographical location? But when the tower was broken down and God scattered the language? So it's, to me, it's a lower level conversation anyway. You know, so we all spirits having a human experience. As Dominican people, we got to stand together because the economy is fucked up. And when we said we were going to represent the Dominican people, let me tell you, we dealt with the promoter telling us, "Are you crazy? They poor people. They rowdy." You know how much we had to go through just to get a flag in there? I mean, dead serious. Because
Wait, hold on. His there were promoters that were concerned that him representing DR was going to damage his promotability.
We're not gonna say no names, but there were, high level people, a lot of people saying, it brings no value representing, even though it was my blood, it brings no value representing the DR because I mean they're into baseball and they're not really big into boxing. And I'm like, even if that was the case, that has nothing to do with representing my bloodline and represent my grandmother. So yeah, we did have some people be like, that brings no money, no nothing representing or bringing that flag in a fight with you. But I still did it anyway.
And so our fight ain't with the casual fan that say, "Oh, he ain't a real Dominican." We gotta fight corporations just to get eyes on the Dominican flag, to get eyes on those people, to get money in the economy. So I don't understand.
Yo, honestly, that's just crazy. I can't believe my ears that you just said that somebody told you, yeah, you Dominican, but don't rep that because they don't support anyways, or they not gonna watch your fights. Like disregarding the fact that you want to represent, whatever you want to represent. That's insane. How offended were you guys? Because I honestly, I would be offended if somebody.
I wasn't really that too much offended because I wasn't paying no attention. I was gonna do it anyway. I was like, "What you talking about?
Okay.
We're gonna do it anyway." But whether you like it or not, whether you I can't say all that part, but whether you like it or not, we're gonna do it anyway, and we still did it, and nothing happened. And I'm gonna continue to bring the flag into the fight to every weigh-in. So, yeah.
But let me tell y'all, you gotta understand the fight is bigger than the promoters. The fight that the resources that come to the Dominican Republic is way bigger than the promoters. So the fight is, the promoters probably had bosses and networks that they had to argue with about that. So just remember that, because we can't talk much, because I ain't trying to get my head split.
I got you. We ain't gonna get too much more deeper into that. But I got Joan Guzman in the chat. He says, "You Dominican, my man." Lo digo yo. He's saying I said it. So if Joan Guzman is saying it, I don't think anybody is qualified in the Dominican Republic to overpower that word. So we just gonna leave it at that. And speaking of Joan Guzman, last time you guys were on the show, I told you guys I could make the connection. Y'all thought I was joking. I made the phone call. He was on the program. He's currently watching now. From what I understand, you guys already have come to some sort of an agreement, just not sure when you guys are going to start training.
Yeah, next camp he'll be in our camp training with kids.
Okay, how exciting is that? That former world champion, the greatest Dominican boxer of all time, is gonna be in your corner. How does that feel?
It feels good because then he has a lot of pull in the DR. He's, like you said, one of the greatest Dominican boxers of all time. So it would be good to have him there, learn different stuff. I used to watch him when I was a kid. I always thought he would beat Mayweather back then. The fight never happened. But it's exciting. It's exciting so I can learn new stuff, learn new tricks, and we'll see the improvements in the next fight.
Against Buddha, what's his name? Against Body. We gonna body. Sorry.
How excited are you, Pops, that you're gonna have Joan Guzman, in helping you out, making sure he teaches him a few tricks that he knows.
Oh, I love it. I love just the fact that it's uniting. It's uniting the Dominicans. So we want to keep him long term. Now imagine he turned out being the greatest boxer of all time, and Joe Guzman right there, the coach, and I'm right on the side of there. The Dominican people will stand up for that, and it will make real history.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When we interviewed the first time, I had made an announcement. Hey, I'm gonna interview Floyd Schofield, this, that, and the third, and I put the picture up with him with the Dominican flag, and I was honestly very shocked and surprised how excited the Dominican boxing community was that I was interviewing you, and overall, most people that were in the chat that messaged me were very happy and excited that he picked up the flag and started representing it. So I know you come across people online and maybe you have negative interactions and you think that's how most people feel. I'll be honest with you, from this end, I didn't get that vibe. I got the vibe that, hey, he's one of us. Yeah, maybe he don't speak Spanish, but he's still one of us. That's the vibe I got from the audience.
We didn't hear you. You froze up.
Oh, I froze up? Froze up? Damn, I was just talking for mad long, too.
No, the last 20 seconds. We just missed the last 20 seconds.
No, I was saying that I'm not sure what perception you got of the Dominican people on your end, because sometimes it's hard to read through the negative, but from what I saw, most of the Dominicans were happy that you guys were representing the flag. So, that's the vibe I got from the people themselves.
Me too, especially after I announced it on Twitter. It was going crazy, but you gotta those comments sometimes. So
they might not even be Dominicans once it was commenting.
Yeah, nah. If they on my channel, most likely they Dominican.
They wasn't on your channel. They just like bomb your Twitter and all this. You fake Dominican. Don't come to our country and all this other stuff like that.
I'm like, you're not even in the country, brother.
I got you. I got my man Juan de la Mio here. He says, stop pushing that narrative. We love that he repping our Dominican flag. I'm not pushing no narrative, bro. I was just asking the questions. That's it. He knows. You guys know that that's been said. I wasn't pushing. I was just asking you guys.
Yeah, it gets said a lot, but
yeah. So it's just asking about the obvious. And me as a Dominican fan, I prefer we have multiple Dominicans on top and only make those fights if it's to unify or for undisputed.
I don't think they're gonna give our brother no shine if he don't fight, kid. Edwin, I don't think they're gonna give him too many big.
Yeah, you see in the WBA, he was right behind me. They moved him down like 4 more slots, I think.
I gotta understand.
I mean, he got injured, so they know he's gonna be inactive for a while. So I think that's what it is.
Would you like to see him rematch Shakur though?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, because there's no way he's gonna fight the same way that he did the first fight, because the fight was mostly boring because of Shakur, but De Los Santos also didn't have a good game plan, so I doubt that he's gonna try that same game plan.
I agree.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you, who runs the social media of Floyd Schofield? Because we sometimes we see a comment, we see a call out, we see something, and we don't know who to attribute it to. So, who runs the Twitter? Who runs the Instagram and all that good stuff?
Like I said in every interview, every time I'm asked, I don't do the social media gimmicks. Sometimes I get on there to respond to fans. I'm not on Twitter like that. I mean, y'all can see who runs my accounts.
But no, let me tell you like this. Floyd never had an account. This is the weirdest thing. Floyd is signed to his company, FS Promotions LLC. So what we do is we market the person. So I created the account for him when he was 12 years old. And it's like documenting his life. So, and I show him, if somebody message him, I'll show him the message and he'll get on that. But all that spam and all that garbage and all that hate, I erase all that. So that ain't part of my son mental. But his staff run it. We have a whole staff. So, you know, if y'all need him, message him. We'll get it to him. But we got to be the filters from all the negative.
I'm too busy. Okay. I'll be needing me. Y'all should be wanting me to focus.
So Floyd, so you really don't hear a lot of the hate then, because you don't be on social like that.
No, not really. I mean, sometimes boxing like is big now on YouTube, especially podcasts and whatnot. So if I see hate, most of the time it's on air or on an interview. But besides that, even if I was looking at the hate, it don't bother me, because who are you? You literally watch me. You make me rich by watching me. So thank you. Keep commenting, keep hating.
You're stay humble.
No, that is humble. Keep commenting, keep hating. Nothing against you, brother. You got something against me, cool. But I'll continue to prove everyone wrong, and keep giving me the spotlight.
Okay, all right.
He said, "Who will win between Edwin or Frank Martin?"
Edwin.
He said Edwin.
There's your answer, bro. There's your answer. You're in a division where, some people say it's a really, really tough division. You got Shakur, who's a champion, Lomachenko, who's a champion, Tank, who's a champion. And you guys seem like you guys want to go. And is you feel like you're being rushed a little bit?
How?
No.
Rushed, he's been doing it since 2. He's been competing for the United States since 8. He got over 300 fights. He done got all the champions, not all, but majority of champions in his division. He got ready for their fights. He was in camps with the Shakur, Sean Porter, Tank twice, Devin Haney, Adrian Broner, getting them ready for their fights. So he been their sparring partner and never getting beat up or touched. That's why the people moving up. That's why Shakur ducking, because they already know him, because he got them ready for fights. So no, he's right on time. Right on time.
What route you guys are looking to do? Like, which fight interests you most?
Tank.
Out of Tank.
Yeah.
Why Tank? Is it because he's a big money fighter, or because you think he's the best currently?
Because he can stop Tank.
I don't care about money.
We've been in camp with Tank. We watch Tank and stop. We know.
Whoa, you're not supposed to take.
No, we know things about him that we can utilize.
Sorry, Calvin.
Right, Coach Calvin probably gonna blow my phone up right now. He already said they didn't do that when I was in his corner. Like, that's what Calvin said.
Bro, you can't say.
No, he said that online.
Oh yeah, he did.
He said that online. He said they didn't do that while I was in his corner. So the bottom line is, we know that he could stop Tank. We know that he could beat Tank. We know Tank would not get in the ring with him and probably drop that belt. We number 2 in the WBA. If Williams or Pater don't fight Tank, we next in line. So everybody.
And you're not stepping aside.
No.
We bust our ass for 3 years fighting all them fights to get to Tank. Why are we gonna step aside?
I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, if this was like, because I know we got a big team, and it would not be possible. But I will fight Tank for $50,000 right now.
Yeah, the legacy is what matter. You know the crazy thing? Ali said the same thing about listing. And the world said, "Oh no, Ali gonna get killed. He don't know what he's talking about." And he like, "Nah, I could beat this guy." And he shocked the world and became the greatest. We said he's the greatest boxer of all time. There's a boogeyman at 135 knocking everybody's head off. Come on now, so we want that fight.
Hey man, it's definitely courageous to at this age. How old are you again, kid?
I'll be 22 in August.
Pitbull almost beat him. Pitbull Cruz was a nobody and almost beat him.
Well,
I don't agree. I don't agree that
if you rewatch the fight, the fight,
Pitbull Cruz beat him.
No. I watched the fight the other day. Me personally, we just having a debate right now.
Like always,
I feel like Tank was, more sharper. Cruz just had the aggression to it and made it seem like he was doing.
I said he almost beat him.
Yeah, no.
He don't got no talent. He don't got no.
I agree.
He don't got no switch fighting. He don't got no jab. He don't got no head movement. He don't got no blocking. He don't got nothing. But Kid got pit bull crews. It could keep up that close.
But you got to admit though, and even a casual could see it. Tank is like, yes, I will say he is smart, got IQ,
very smart,
great counters and great power. But you got to admit, for the last like 5 fights, probably he loses the fight. But he just got that one shot. You sleep. Like
I mean, it's been working.
But like I said, time will tell. The fight ain't here yet, but when the fight comes, we don't have to back up what we say and just give it time.
I wanted to talk about your relationship with your father. You know, your father obviously is someone who like is definitely really invested in your career and is a very outspoken. Do you ever be like, yo, Pops, chill, man, you're doing a little too much? Or you just know how hard Pops is?
All the time. He got me in therapy. He like, Dad, we going to therapy. I'm in all types of therapy. So
at home, yeah. But when it's with y'all, nah, I don't really care what he say to the interviewers, and because at the end of the day, he just doing what he's supposed to be, promoting or either defending me. But yeah, when he be on interviews, like I like, because sometimes I see him on an interview, I text him, I'll be like, yo, calm down. And then once I see he swipe up on the text, I'm like, there's no point, I'm texting him no more. Like, but at home, yeah, I used to tell him to calm down, but
okay.
But you gotta understand one thing. A lot of people say, oh, father, we business partners. We own a company together 50-50 that manage professional fighters. You know, so my thing, I come from the music background, being a A&R Universal, developing artist. So I already had the knowledge how to develop him as an artist. So we just formed a company. So most of the time I'm doing my job, being a promoter and representing us. So that's what y'all see most of the time. When I'm home, I'm laid back. This ain't me at home. And he is the fighter, but he also a product of his company. So that's how we view it. I can view father, son, no, I'm doing my job and I'm on YouTube. He doing his job when he fight. We got to make money and help other young fighters. So it's a business.
Floyd, do you not like doing interviews, or is it more you like doing them with your father? You prefer to do them alone? Talk to me about that.
It don't matter to me. Like, it just don't. It comes with the job. I mean, and to be honest, I'm not like a trash talker, so my dad gonna do that, and I know people want to hear it. It's not gonna really come from me most of the time.
Okay.
But let me tell you that too. I can answer.
So he's a good promotional tool, you think?
No, one time when he was like 13, we had a discussion, and I'm like, Floyd, you so quiet, man. I'm like, one of us gonna have to hype people up. You're gonna have to pop shit back. People were like, yo, and so he wouldn't, and I'm not like this, so I had to get into that, like being outspoken. I'm more like an introvert. I don't want to be out there like So
I don't really.
Yeah, so I had to do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for me running my mouth, doing this with the Bill Haney, and we would have never made it here.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. I feel like I heard a lot more about you guys because of your father's style. Your father's style is kind of like in your face at times, and you know, and he's willing to call out anybody, and sometimes it's like, whoa, who's this guy talking like that? And it made me more aware. I'm like, all right, let's see what this kid is about. You get what I'm saying? So it definitely a good promotional tool, something like kind of like what Bill Haney did, you know, with Devin Haney.
Yeah, I don't talk, so I did need it.
But it's a different. Devin can't fight. Bill had to promote him.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Wait. I said that 5 years ago.
Devin can box. He can't fight.
I said it 5 years ago. They could look at our first thing when Floyd buckled Devin, and Devin was the champion, and Floyd never had a pro fight and would beat Devin up. And Devin broke his hand trying to get out that ring when Devin had to face Gamboa while sparring Floyd. So it's out there. They like, I'm capping. He cannot fight. He could box his ass off, but when the motherfucker's on his ass, Devin can't fight.
I mean, I don't know. I think Devin is good. I think he's good. He beat Lomachenko. He beat, you know, Cambosos twice in his home country, and in dominant fashion. I think he's a good fighter.
We said he's good too.
But when it comes to
We
fighting,
said he's good, but he can't fight.
So I explain to me the difference between boxing and fighting.
I'll explain that one, brother. So boxing, let's just take the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia fight for an example. Devin.
Use a different example because then I say
I use Tank Frank Martin. Frank Martin was boxing. Tank was getting hit with shots, walking him down. But when it comes to scrapping and getting down, Frank wasn't ready.
As soon as they told Tank he was down on the card or whatever else he needed to knock out, what he do? Go right in there and knock him out. That's a difference. That's fighting. He walked him down and boop. All right, good night.
Frank was boxing him, but when it came to the fighting, Frank come fight.
Okay. And for me, how I define it is amateur boxing is boxing. You learn how to box and score these points, but that ain't like these street dudes that's scrapping for money. That you know them hood dudes that can fight. That fuck he not weaving. He coming straight to you and gonna crack your jaw, break your nose. Yeah. That's fighting. When that happens to like a Shakur or Devin, they from the Floyd Mayweather era. Floyd Mayweather era was more making money, entertainment, keep the O. That's different than the Sugar Ray Robinson era and where they was fighting almost every week and things like that. Those was fighters. These are boxers. So it's a different world,
I see what you're saying. And that's why you got Floyd all active like that, right? That's why you like to keep him active.
No, he loved fighting. He was fighting every day in school. Let me tell you, this boy, I was going to school so much. We took him out of school at 8 years old, and he was just homeschool boxing. Since program in front of the TV, watching all the classic fighters, every day had to train 3 times a day since 8 years old. No boxer is ready for him at 135 because they didn't have to go through what he went through every week and having to fight, sparring 20 rounds without a headgear. I got video I could send you of him as a kid 10 had to spar without headgear. He was trained to be a pro fighter. So it's a difference.
Yeah, I like fighting. I love fighting, and it hurts that I can't be sparring right now.
So why didn't you pursue the Olympics? Why wasn't that the route you went?
Age.
They said he was too young, and
you guys were in a rush to go pro then.
No, we moved to Texas when he was 17 to go pro. He wanted to turn pro at 15.
I did.
He was like that. He was beating up champions and grown men. So he was like, Dad, I want to go pro. Since he was 2, he was saying, Dad, I'm the greatest boxer of all time. So I just thought
those were my first words.
So
come on, you do it a little too much. I'm gonna be the greatest boxer of all time.
No, I'm dead ass serious. Serious, and I got actual witnesses that would tell you. All the coaches, because they would be like, this kid is insane. And that was him. He wanted to be the greatest boxer of all time. Because mind you, at 2 years old, I was a boxing coach. I had custody of him. So he grew up in the playpen in the boxing gym watching people hit. His first steps was on the punching bag, chasing people, fighting. So to him, when he reached 8 and stuff to say that's because he's been in the gym his whole life. So it's a difference.
What are you guys' thoughts on Golden Boy recently striking a deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh in the Riyadh season? Well, what's your opinion on that? How's that going to affect your business?
I heard Oscar said that was cap.
Yeah, Oscar said that's cap. He said they didn't give him a deal.
Yeah,
that's what
Oscar said that was cap.
Oh, you spoke to him directly?
Nah, it's on YouTube.
He put it online. He made a major step.
Okay. My bad. I'm lost in the sauce. I must have missed that one.
Now he put it out right before the Jake Paul fight. It's on YouTube though.
Thank you, Frank.
All right. So Pops, you had caught flack for like Ryan Garcia saying a word he shouldn't have. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it kind of seemed like you.
No, what did Ryan say though? What Ryan say? No, I want to know what part they said.
He can't say it. Well, he could say it, but he can't say it on the interview.
Tell me what part, so I know because
the part he said.
Go
he
ahead.
Racist.
I mean, I'm not. You know what I'm talking about. What was your opinion on that?
Number one, like I said, race doesn't exist. So to be a racist, that word have to exist. Race was created to divide, and that's all that is. So you can't be something that's don't exist. So he's not a racist. They could say that he's an asshole. They could say that he's a drug addict.
Yeah.
They could say a lot of things. They could even say he's prejudiced in certain ways because everybody got prejudices. But to say he's a racist, and then I told him another thing. Look, people look in the mirror and say, I'm black. But look in the mirror, you brown. Or I'm white. You're not white. So we all different shades of tans and browns, all cousins, because everything started in Africa and trickled down. We all family fighting each other. It don't make sense. So he's not a racist.
I just
feel
like he need help. He's just crazy.
Exactly.
I mean, people say crazy. Like, how we know he wasn't in his right state of mind? I doubt he did this, but who knows? He took some acid and he just was like, you know what? I don't like black people. But then he came back to his senses and realized that ain't him. I mean,
but then I got to clear something else I said, though.
What'd you say?
What they said, I said, I don't like niggas either.
Oh.
And I'm going to keep it real. And hold up. Now, don't act like you like it. And when I say niggas because, you know, that's love. So I can say that's my nigga. But if there's an ignorant motherfucker around, I don't like no ignorant nigga around me. Don't act like I'm the only one.
So you're saying it could be more than
so what I'm saying,
what
I'm saying is the way you use the word could be used many different ways. But I know when he's around us, he's not a racist. When he's around black folk, he's not a racist. He always want to help. He wanted to invite us to his party. Celebrate my party. Come on. He's not that type of dude. So that's what I was saying of what we know of him. Now, what he doing online? What he doing?
You guys have met him several times.
Yeah.
When we was
always good energy, always positive energy.
Always love.
Yeah.
But all the black guys around. He's not.
I mean, he got black security. He got
everything.
Black friends. He got a black coach. I mean,
I don't get it.
He just wasn't in his right state of mind, in my opinion. And should he said it? No.
No, hell no.
But I mean, he created that bed. Now he gotta lay in it, and now he gotta, work his way up to being accepted again. But let's not act like this man don't drink and take drugs. And he even admitted he needs to go to rehab. So for us to kick him down, he probably wasn't in his right state of mind. So.
Yeah. All right. He's definitely not the same guy he was 2-3 years ago. That I will say. I remember he looked like just like this little kid, and kind of would say silly stuff, and all of a sudden just turned into this totally different person.
Money and junk.
I don't think he should have said that word, but I also, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know his state of mind.
Yeah. I bet you won't say it again. I bet you he won't say it again.
I mean, I hope not. I really do. I hope not. That is just an ugly route to take.
Now, if you do, then people could start throwing that racist stuff.
Right.
But the man drinking, drugging, so.
They said Kid versus Santos. Edwin, that'd be good.
Kid versus Edwin de los Santos. I
mean, you don't think Edwin would give us a fight?
I mean, I don't think it's really a matter of Edwin giving you the fight. He's with PBC. You guys are with Golden Boy. I just don't see that fight happening. Like, logistically, not because neither one of you guys would be willing to fight.
I agree.
That might work. That might be it.
Yeah. But I want to give a chance for the fans to call in and ask a question. That's cool with you?
Yeah, that's cool with us. And when you gonna plug me in with a gym in the Dominican Republic? You said you was gonna give me the best one so we could go down there and visit. I'm still waiting.
Listen, but they already asking for the link. I'm like, hold on, champ, hold on. Thank you for the $2 super chat. But yeah, you never told me when you planning to go. I mean, I would have set it up.
No, we waiting for when you give us the thing. We're gonna go.
Okay, all right.
We gotta find a place to live out there. But I want to put it close to the gym. But I'm waiting for you to tell me what gym is good, so then I know where to look for a piece of property at.
I got you. I'll help you out with all of that. And but first, let's put the link. Let's put the link in the chat. And anybody who wants to call in, ask a question. I already see Juan de la Cruz asking for that link, and he must have a few questions lined up. Anybody who wants to call in, just click that link. and we'll work it out. But
what you think about the fight? What you think about Buddha performing? I mean, body.
who?
Body. What do you think about his fight?
I mean, tough dude. Came and then he saw the opening. He took advantage, and that was a nasty shot, man. That was a nasty shot. I think he should have kept his hand up. I feel like he got a little careless with his hands down, and you get a little careless on a guy with that. Like, I believe how many wins? I think he had like 14 wins and 12 of them by knockout or something like that.
16 wins, 14 knockouts.
16 and 14. So it's like the guy's obviously a puncher. Like, yeah, you may be beating the brakes off of the guy, but the guy's still a puncher. You know what I'm saying? So that's hey, I don't know. I don't know how he's come back from this. I don't know. And I'm not saying that he can't. I'm saying, like, I don't know his mentality. Is his mentality going to be like, all right, I got knocked out, but I'm going to come back even stronger and harder? Or is it going to be doubting himself? Or if he's not the same mentally, who knows?
No, they ready to go right back in. I spoke to the father earlier today. And we was talking about the fight because the gentleman called Floyd out. So I was explaining to the father, let Floyd fight him while Ashton rest, and then Ashton get a little like tune-up, then Ashton get the rematch against him, and then Floyd and Ashton had their fight. Let's balance it out so Ashton could get a break instead of throwing him straight in with this guy and right in with Floyd. That wouldn't make sense right now.
Yeah. I got my man Juan De Lo Mio. What's up, my brother?
Oh shit, my camera's down. Hold on. I just noticed that.
What's up with your camera, bro? Fix that up. There we go. You in the bathroom? Yo, your wife got you in the bathroom?
Hold on. Nah, I just noticed that.
Yo, my
He didn't mean.
Yo, what was that, man? Yo, Juan, what's up with you, bro? My man was in the bathroom. Luckily, he wasn't sitting down.
I was just saying, I don't think he mean to answer or go in yet.
Yo, Juan, you ready?
Hold on. Hey, Pops. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've been amazed. You look like you're a well-read man, because I'm seeing you say things, and I don't know if it's going over people's head when you're saying it, but just you breaking down the whole race thing and how it's a social construct, I think a lot of people don't understand that. If we was genetic, Joel, this is why it's good to talk to intelligent people. Genetically, if you was to draw the blood from anyone, you will see that every people group is in everyone. That's why we could procreate with one another. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people, it's a social construct. It's not true. It's not a reality.
That's right.
A black person and a white person can have a perfect baby. So it goes over people's head, and I'm so thankful you had that. You broke it down here on the show. Man, I love your wisdom. I love how you've been guiding your son's career, how you constructed the company. Me and Joel speak often, and we talk about how a lot of these boxers, especially from the DR, don't have no real management involved in promoting them. So the fighter has to worry about fighting and promoting himself at the same time, which is really, it works against each other because you want to be focused on the gym at all times, Talk about your company, talk about how it's structured, and how can anyone that needs help, because there's a lot of fighters that don't have the big machine behind them that need those type of services. Me and Joel talk about it often.
Yeah, FS Promotions LLC, through his agreement with Golden Boy, he could bring 3 or 4 fighters in. Straight through. And so we want to go and build in the Dominican Republic, go and get some of these fighters that don't have an opportunity. Because I believe once they get on that stage, you could change the economy in the DR, and then people ain't just going just to try to pimp our women out. They will respect us for what we are. We could dominate every sport.
And you'll get one of these.
You silly.
I need one of those. I need one of those.
Well,
Let me
you
know
see
how
the
much.
work-
Let me know how much.
you see the work that they're doing?
Nah,
They
man.
they're literally putting their money in their mouth. They just don't. They just not waving a flag saying, "Oh, we Dominican." Nah, they putting in the work.
Yeah.
They put in the work trying to build the systems that are going to connect the boxers straight to the companies.
And a lot of these real Dominicans ain't even buying a ticket to go watch. These guys are actually going to the country and trying to bring an infrastructure where they could bring them directly to the plug, which is Golden Boy. So
Right.
there's a lot of motherfuckers that they in the background not doing nothing that just want to talk. Well, meanwhile, the dudes that are doing, you want to doubt where they from. You know
And you
what
want
I'm
to critique and criticize. Listen, Joel takes a lot of backlash too because he's American born. He's not a full.
I get it too, which is why I asked you if it bothers you. I get it too.
Nah, it don't.
No, I remember you told me, but I'm just saying I'm just telling you why I asked that question because I get that a lot too. Like you ain't even Dominican. You wasn't born here. I get that, and both my parents were born there.
Hey, that's how.
So it goes back to what the father is saying. Human beings, we have a divisive type of spirit. We want to divide everyone, and we understand where that comes from. If you're a well-read man and you read the good book, you know why you want to keep people divided. Because a kingdom divided falls apart. It falls apart, and the brother here understands that. And man, I'm so pleased to hear what the work that you're doing. Are you scared that your son is going to get blackballed because of his talent? Not because he can't be marketable, promotable, just because he could beat all those guys at the top. And we know he can because of his skill set.
Nah, because you could create your own league. So we was throwing our own fights. When we went to Golden Boy, they asked us, could y'all come over here with us? What make you a star? Just please come with us. We had Al Heyman come to us and we turned Al Heyman down. We turned all of them down. We like, nah, we're doing it ourselves.
How many people are turning Al Heyman down? And his heyday.
Right. We threw, like, we partnered with a guy named Davies and we built our own place to throw our own shows. So we didn't need nobody
Davies
at all.
Center.
So they came to us. So they can't blackball you when you have your own game. What you gonna do? Shut us out? We'll throw our next fight at what stadium we need to throw it at. He got a name. We'll get him the. So we're not worried about that.
You didn't pimp yourself out. You didn't prostitute yourself out like a lot of these fighters do with the best new deal that's wiggling in front of their face.
My dad got no problem saying no. He's just said no to so many companies by now. I mean, he said no to MTK, Top Rank, Al Heyman, like
the top dogs in the game.
No, we prideful people though, and that's just in our blood. So if that
you know a lot about you was talking about our people, and I'm like, man, this guy's more Dominican than me.
That's
Hey, Joel, did you get a sense when he was breaking down our culture and who we are that he fully understands who we are?
Yeah,
and that's why. And he said, I grew up over there. I grew up amongst them. So, brother, listen, no one can ever question your Dominicanness. You're putting in the work. You have the blood. I'm so proud and happy that we have guys like you in boxing right now. Because you are actually what we need. And a lot of boxers right now that have a name, right now, need your services.
Yeah.
Need people like you
Yeah.
because they don't have no visibility, no exposure.
You guys as promoters, if a young Dominican kid signs with you, let's say he's 10-0, let's say 5-0, what can he expect your company to do to promote him? How would it benefit him to sign with you as opposed to another promoter?
First, we're not promoters. We're managers. We manage the company. First, we got to build them into a business. They first got to become an LLC because they got to write all this off. Because everything, Uncle Sam's coming for 40%. So the whole thing they got to be able to keep their money.
Joel, I'll be telling Joel this all the time. These people are 1099s. They're a company.
They
They have to structure themselves properly. I speak to some of these guys, and they don't even. I'm like, you're gonna owe a lot of money after that $500,000 you got, because you're not writing off none of the food you're paying, the training camps that you're doing,
everything, gas, everything. But then on top of that, when they go into that office, the other man is not going to take them serious. Because when they come in that door, if it ain't no LLC behind it, they don't got their EIN number, they don't got their office.
I'm done, bro.
We're not going to even have no negotiating power. So they're already going to railroad them because they're going to be like, he dumb, he don't know nothing. But so it's just about, the first thing is we're going to structure them. And then their social media is how they connect to the world. They don't need, back in the day, before social media, you need the Olympics because you needed that stage. But right now they have the world at their hands and these kids don't know how much power they have. So then we build their page for them. We market for them. We do everything with the algorithm to have it pick up to grow their fan base. Because Floyd got 300,000 followers, now we could go to corporations and say, yo, we want 20,000 to put a patch on his shorts.
And I didn't build it. They did.
Joel, what did I tell you? Your purchasing power goes to the floor. They look at all these things when you go into those meetings. Your following, your social media presence. And a lot of these guys, I'm not going to say no name, I'm a fan. And I literally had to sit down with a guy that cut $1 million check. And I'm like, bro, you have nothing in order to collect that check they're about to pay you. And I was shocked because this brother was fighting on TV.
Man.
You know, so
that's how it is.
People need your services, man. I see why people get taken advantage of in this game.
It's designed like that. If that's in life. You're not designed as a brown person to take it with you. Even if you pass it to your kids, they got inheritance, taxes, all this. So your kids turn around and only leave with 20-30%. Unless you're in St. Lucia, you put that account there, transfer there. But I tell you that a different day. But it's designed to go against us. So yes, they do. A lot of brothers could assist. I mean, could learn. Sometimes I be throwing these lives to talk to people. Sometimes they just need to.
They don't even want to hear it. It goes over their head. I don't want to talk about. Okay, whatever.
It's not that they don't want. It's not that they don't want. They don't understand a lot of these guys.
But if they sit there alive, they'll understand it.
Joe, but it costs them thousands of dollars not learning it.
Yeah, but if they don't understand, that that's what it's costing them. You understand what I'm saying? Well, they need somebody to do it for them, basically.
Well, once a month.
And that's what service you think you provide is what you're saying.
That's a service I know I provide. I had to do it with Davies. I had to do it with Golden Boy. I had to do it. That's why Golden Boy brought us there, and agreed to let us fight 4 times a year. They needed the service too. Now you had to look. Once Kid got over there, it started popping. Before Kid got there, they were saying Oscar don't work with black fighters. They need to remarket. So they came to us because they needed a service, and we needed a service. Y'all pay for the fight, so I don't have to pay for it. And that's the agreement we came to.
Juan, hold it down real quick. I gotta.
Amazing. You knew exactly what they needed, so it was basically a partnership. It wasn't like they was just helping you. No, I'm helping you rebrand your company because you're getting a lot of slack out here for you not. Because I ain't gonna lie, Kid, when I seen you fighting on that platform, I'm like, this kid has to be great. Because they don't have a lot of fighters that look like us over there.
True.
So every time you come out, to me, is an event.
I appreciate that.
Because what you represent.
That's right.
You represent the people. You represent the culture, the melanated brothers. So when I see you up there, brother, and you said something on the Boxing Boys. You said you want to be the only Dominican. Yo, when you said that pierced my heart. Because I was like, damn, he going after the juggler. When Dominican boxing is talked about, you want your name to be across the lines. And that's what you do, man.
I want me to be Floyd than everyone else after. I got no problem, sharing a ring with my fellow Dominicans. But if we're in the same division, it can only be one of us. If we're in different divisions, oh yeah, Floyd, Edwin, Elvis, we all in different divisions. We all run boxing. But until y'all get out of my way, it only can be one of us.
Y'all don't gotta go.
Do you want to get the start building relationship with the other Dominican fighters,
I think it's
Puello,
good, brother. I think
Adames?
Yeah, I do. I want to go to wild card. It's probably spar with Elvis and get some work in, build that bond, and the other fighters, Rohan.
even that.
I can make all that happen.
Y'all gotta be careful with public unity.
Why?
Because once you take this brand that's worth $1 million, this brand that's worth that, this brand that's worth that, and they all Dominican. Now this is power, and they'll try to separate. So you got to be careful.
Damn.
Keep things up the ground, but I got to move just as strategic as the enemy move at times.
Wow, that's crazy. What you just.
So you be thinking like 10 steps ahead, right?
We have to. Our people is losing. Come on, come on now. We gotta think 10 steps ahead because we 10 steps behind. Right.
I know you from Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn you from?
Bedford-Stuyvesant. Croy between Prospect and St. Mark's and Albany Projects.
I'm from Jersey City. You used to live in Jersey City.
That's where he was born.
What area?
I was living on Union Street. That's the name.
Wow. That's around the corner from my house.
I always was in the hoods, and I always was with my Dominican people. You always find your way, so But I gotta learn Spanish myself. Everybody keeps saying that, but I don't be having time running all these companies doing this. I don't really be having time.
I'm shocked that kid is.
Pops, you single?
Yeah, I'm very single.
Okay, well, find yourself a Dominican woman. You start speaking Spanish. What's up?
No,
I'm playing. He's single.
That's what I'm saying. You single, you find yourself a Dominican woman, you start speaking Spanish. Give it 2-3 weeks.
You funny, maybe. That's
yeah.
You seen the picture I sent you?
I did see the picture. I was waiting for the conversation. Where was my phone? I did see. He has a flag over his bed, a Dominican flag over his bed. Were you always repping DR, like as growing up as a kid? When people would ask you your nationality, would you always like let them be known?
I mean, yeah.
No.
Well,
He's
not
a grandma boy.
Not,
He's a grandma boy, and grandma been repping like that. And when she died, she said, always stay by your people, rep your people. They're gonna take care of you. That was her last wishes before he died. Go.
And that's crazy.
And they're gonna protect you. Stay there. And she said, move there, get out of this country. And so that was her wishes to him. So he honoring his grandmother. That's when he started going hard.
Nah, but when people would ask, I'd be like, yeah, I am, but I wouldn't boast about it. But once like my grandma passed, I got my grandma tattooed, and then I just started, boasting about it.
You know what's crazy, kid? That happened to me as well. I was Dominican born, but I was raised here. And when I was raised here, I was overtaken by Black culture so much that I loved it, the music, hip hop. And my family would look at me like, yo, you don't like your own people? Like, you don't know you Dominican.
I mean, yeah, I can see where they were.
They're like, you Dominican, bro. That's popping. And I'm like, what they talking about? And as I got older, started playing dominoes, started dancing bachata, merengue, and started befriending more Dominicans. I'm like, I see what they was talking about. Mm-hmm. It's a social club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you're in, it's like your family. Mm-hmm. You Dominican? Oh, get up there, stop going here.
Fix him a plate, get a plate.
It's like being part of a fraternity, like, and you be somewhere. You Dominican? Yeah. Oh, yo, and it's like a party right there, wherever you at.
When I started making that shift, my friends would be like, my Black friends would be like, man, I love how y'all move. We don't got that, man. Like, I would hear that, and I'm like, come right along. Come on. We'll fix you a plate, too.
It ain't nothing like when Dominicans get together. We'll have a party anywhere.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Kid,
I'm not a big party guy, so when I tell people I'm Dominican, immediately they're like, "Yo, when we going out and this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really go out like that, bro. Like we go chill."
Even though we're having a lot of smiles here and we smiling, I'm gonna say something that brother, I think these guys are gonna have a hard time giving you a big fight, bro. A lot of the company's gonna have to force them, bro. The powers that be are gonna have to force him.
But there's no rush. He's 22.
Joel, it's not that. He has the skill set, and he's been fighting his whole life. Just
And
like
and we're number 2 in the WBA.
Joel, if he was Lomachenko, Joel, if he was all these other guys that the promoters push, he would have been had those fights already. You got guys fighting for championship fights with 10 fights.
Yep.
Come on, brother. It's who they want to make the face. Let's be honest.
I just think we need to see a little. We need to see a little bit more Floyd before.
Me personally, I agree. I feel
Yeah, you should go after your title.
I'm just saying.
You ready? I believe you're ready to compete.
Hold on. Let him go.
I believe I'm ready to compete with you too. I agree on that. But if people want to see more of me, they can get more of me. And I feel like me personally, I feel like I need to show more. I haven't even shown.
But until they give him the challenge,
there's no challenges though.
That's why I said staying active. We talked about that earlier. That's why staying active is important and something that I like that how his career is moving. So like it's not like he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's staying active. We need to just see more of him, and we need to get a little bit more excited about him before I see him.
But that time isn't on your side. We number 2 in the WBA. We're gonna be fighting Zepeda.
I'm talking about from a fan's perspective. Hold on. This is me just keeping it 100. This is me. I'm always real. If he was to get the Tank fight, it's not a fight. It would excite me right now. I need to see a little bit more, and then maybe in a couple years, that fight will excite me. But as of right now, I just need to see a little bit more. It's not that I'm not saying
all I'm saying is the powers that be, because he's number 2. He's going to be fighting one of them next year. We already said August he fight for the title next year. They already set it in stone. We already know when we fight for the title. We already know. Between
what's a franchise title?
Tank is going to drop that belt. I keep saying this. Tank already said, I'm not fighting that kid.
Yeah, he's dropping that belt.
He's going to drop the belt. He don't want to fight Floyd. He said that. He watched Floyd. So any fan can say whatever they want. That was out of his own mouth.
But this is what I hate about boxing in this sense. The WBA is going to let him keep that belt and it's not going to mandate your son.
No. What's going to happen is he's going to move up because they got to get a younger champion. It's all a business. They make 3%. So they want to keep Tank, and they can't create a new belt right now. Otherwise, they'll create a new belt because they already enforced where Tank don't have to take mandatories.
Exactly.
They already put that in stone. But Tank got to move up because he got to get the belt because he holds the WBA international belt. And that belt, the bylaws says that you, as that champion, could call for a title fight anytime you want, and they have to give it to you, or the WBA could get sued. So that's why we captured that belt. So we could call for our title shot anytime.
Yeah, I got the international.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why we captured.
Why haven't you called for it then?
Because I always said I was going to let Floyd wait a year. Remember, Floyd is one line as a Bernard. He said, I just signed with y'all in 2 years. Give me Tank fight. And Bernard said, I'll give you the fight in 2 years, but Tank might not want to fight you. That's online. It's reaching the 2-year mark. And I said I was only going to have him wait a year. So this is perfect.
And then that's crazy. And then I'm number 2 in the same division.
I told y'all that was going to happen.
But like I said, time will tell. Everybody has their own opinions, each its own. I mean, one day we're going to have to prove it.
Tank can't beat Kid. I'm sorry. Tank can't beat.
Let's talk about this then. Let's talk about this, right? So you're number 2 in the WBA. Number 1 is William Zepeda. He's on Golden Boy, so that no
going to fight IBF.
No, he's going to WBO.
He could choose any belt he wants. He's going to WBO route. He's not fighting us. He's moving over so we could go to Tank.
No, but is that a fight that interests you? I'm not saying it doesn't have to be next. Is that a fight that interests you?
I wish he would fight us next.
We called for Zepeda for 3 months straight.
Who was Zepeda? We would sleep Zepeda.
Zepeda ain't no hope, man. Zepeda ain't no easy fight.
But you gotta take it. You gotta take it into account. Who has he fought?
Right, Zepeda is an easy fight. He's open too much. Anybody that throw all these punches is too many openings. He hit too hard. Zepeda will get caught.
And Zepeda, let's not act like
Zepeda been dropped.
Been dropped, yeah.
Zepeda.
Yeah, he's throwing 100 punches per round.
Pops, you think, Pops, that Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, has a Mexican fighter in Cepeda that they could potentially turn into the next Mexican star, and you think he's gonna put him against your son?
Not yet. They're gonna make that a mega fight. They're gonna let him get the belt, and they're gonna let Floyd get some belts against the tougher guy. Of course, they're gonna get the brown guy, the tougher guys. So go collect these from Tank and Shakur, and he'll go over here and collect these from this. Now we got a mega fight for Undisputed.
A mega fight. That's the only way. Yeah.
That's all they doing in house.
Cepeda threw a lot of punches. He's a tough guy. But
That would be an exciting fight, though.
let's be for real. Who's the
That
biggest?
would be an exciting fight. You know what I would love to see too? A fight with your son being promoted, like Tom Breck used to promote it, where they used to have the Puerto Rican parade. Something with your son, with him training in Washington Heights or something outside, right before the Dominican parade, and a big
All y'all gotta do is invite us, and we there. We can do it on y'all channel.
You imagine, Joel? Oh man!
Hey, don't give me homework, man. I may show up with the assignment. So
Joel get to it.
Why wouldn't we represent?
Yo, hold on, pops. Just last time you gave me homework, I made one phone call and connected you with the guy, right? Remember that?
Right.
So don't, before you give me homework, just know I'm somebody.
You tell Joel to get something.
I come back with the assignment done.
Get it done.
We at the parade.
Why won't we represent our people at the parade?
Joel already got full prices and everything.
I can set anything, especially in New York. Because I'm from New York. I know you from New York too. I'm from New York. Anything in New York, I can make it happen, bro. So if you telling me you got some ideas, we'll set it up.
Let's do it. He had the idea, so he the one got to come up with the idea. But we said we.
Man, listen, Joel knows. Yeah. Joel knows the type of shit I be coming up with.
Yo, this guy Juan, man, this guy is definitely.
I was the one that took Edwin de los Santos to Penn Station.
Really? You left?
Yeah. He took Edwin.
Oh, when he was with the belt calling out Shakur.
Yeah, Edwin don't know nothing.
You took him. You the one who took it.
I said, we got to do a video here, and we got to record it, and you got to say this. That's gonna get his attention.
It did get his attention.
By the grace of God.
Everybody was saying that's Broadway Joel doing that. That's Broadway Joel. I'm quiet because I know it's him, but I'm just like,
That's what it goes back to what you were saying. When you connect with your people give you ideas. Like your son should be thinking about the next Dominican artist he's coming out with.
That's what
I'm bringing Anthony Santos back from retirement.
Yo, I'm telling you right now. You do that. You right away. You connect with their fan base. Oh, who is this kid? Oh, he's Dominican. He's fighting on, and next thing you know, their market becomes your market. I'm telling you,
Juan, you imagine he comes out with the I loop beat.
I don't know. He could come out with whatever. The Dominican,
that's the song.
Brother, the Dominican, I told this to Joel, the Dominican people are to Latin culture what Black Americans are to the USA in terms of music and adding spice to the culture.
Right.
You know, we got a lot of genres of music that we made popular. We have a lot of style.
Mm-hmm.
Merengue, that comes from us. Bachata, that comes from us. And these are things that are worldly sang and danced. So we have a lot of influence in Latin America. That's why when you say Dominicans don't add a cachet, like I'm not gonna lie. I was offended when I heard that. Joel, but it's not something that we don't know. You have said it yourself that you have heard.
But to hear it, to somebody straight up just tell you like that, damn.
But you have said it, Joel, that you have heard. You said it.
No, I've heard a bunch of stuff. I've never heard somebody say, "Yo, I want to say I'm Dominican," and they tell you don't say it because it's bad publicity. I never said that. I never said I heard that.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
I was driving in a highway and I was like, yeah.
Yo, that one hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't know if you saw my face. I was like, what?
Yo,
I got all
here. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for your time. This is a great show. I got to go into work right now, but I wanted to ask Senior a question because I know you on Twitter. I know you handle his account, but as a boxing fan, I feel like we want to connect with him and a lot of people that I talk to on Twitter in terms of like, we have boxing communities where we talk boxing, we go to fights, we spend money, traveling to fights or whatever it is, or we buy the pay-per-views. And a lot of people complain that you be blocking them on Twitter. You didn't block me. You didn't block me, but like a lot of people are like, yo, why are you blocking me? Like,
Joel do the same thing. Joel quit.
I'll be on the same way,
thing
man.
is-
If you upsetting me on my phone, don't upset me anymore. That's it.
Now the thing is, because he got to go back into work. To age 24, the frontal cortex isn't developed on a man. So to 24 years old, he can't think logically. So I can't put him before the world and hope he's going to say everything perfect, because one bad thing could destroy everything he worked for. So
Wow.
He's 24 years old, but he do have a subscribers page that he go in and get kind of personal and things like that, take them behind the scenes live. So he do that with his subscribers, and that's more monitored. But you can't release your child to millions of people and then say they could say whatever they want to him. That could damage his mind, his insecurities, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yo,
I don't know. I hear you, but yeah, like I said, a lot of people in boxing Twitter. Listen, there's a lot of, excuse my language, a lot of assholes on Twitter. And, everybody has an opinion, but at the same time, there are like groups of fans that actually support the sport. They actually go to fights, they spend their money, and they want to connect, with your son. They want to connect with him, and their complaints a lot of times is like, well, why is his father blocking me? Like, why is his father like, I'm saying, controlling his account? Like, let him be his own man, let him handle his own account. That's what they say.
He don't have an account. That's an FS Promotions account. That's his business account. He don't even have social media.
I don't have a phone.
He don't even have a phone, right? He's focused on boxing, studying.
You don't have a phone?
No, he told me to do that.
Yeah.
He told me to do that. He's the boss.
If you watch my interview with the Boxing Voice yesterday, I explained like I don't do the social media, and I understand where you come from, bro. Like most of the time, I'll respond on Twitter, but they be showing their feelings. They automatically assume it's my dad. So I'm not gonna go out my way and explain it's me if you think it's my dad.
No, I hear you.
But me not having a phone, it just keeps me more focused. And then me having a kid on the way, it's like I don't really got time for a phone. I mean, the kid crying, I can't be focused on my phone. So yeah.
Yo, when I hear your father,
Listen, I gotta go into work, but listen, keep repping that Dominican flag, man. We're proud of you. You're one of ours, man. You're one of ours, and we'll support. Joel, thank you, Juan. Senior, thank you so much. Go ahead, Juan.
Yes, sir.
Yo, brothers, man. Yo, hearing you talk right now, man. I'm overjoyed to know that your son has you in your life, because I just gave that example to my daughter an hour ago about the frontal lobe not being developed and knowing how she doesn't know nothing at 14 years old. So shut up. I swear to God.
Sorry, that's on my mind.
People don't understand, man, that as a parent, man, your first job is to protect your children, man.
That's right.
And when you come across information and knowledge, and when you experience, your job is to protect your child first. And I'm so happy that you brought that example up. Man.
And it doesn't seem like Floyd wants to go on Twitter. It doesn't seem like that's an urge for him. So it's not something that he wants to be on, and Senior is going, no, I'm not gonna let you use it. I'm gonna do it for you. It's more like I'm not gonna do it whether you do it or not.
There's plenty of time.
I asked him, I said, yo, are you going to do the work today? Answer the comments, or am I going to answer them? That's how it usually is. Me be like, nah, man, you go answer it. So it ain't like I ever block him. I be like, somebody got to do the work today.
And what do I gain from being on Twitter so much? If I was on Twitter so much, like how Shakur is, how the people want me to be, they be like, why you not in the gym? Why you always on Twitter? But now the fact I'm not on Twitter, it's like, you need to get on Twitter. Right. Like, I don't got time for that. Kid coming, I got
What stays relevant like that? Staying busy on social media, because his fighting doesn't keep him relevant.
Somebody asked a question.
Oh, I heard that. That was funny. I heard that.
Somebody asked about the Ford deal. He got commercials on Ford. We worked out a deal with where he get 4 or 5 commercials a year. So like on the Ford commercial, each couple of months.
Ford the car?
Yeah, Ford
Four
Motors.
Motors.
Yeah, the car.
Wow.
So you make like 30 grand royalty
Yeah, the money good on the
every
commercials.
2 months.
I'm telling you.
But the only thing you can't do another car commercial while you're under contract with them.
Exactly.
But then we also
that makes sense. That makes sense.
also had the Creed movie. He was supposed to play Damien in Creed
Young
2,
Dame.
but we didn't have time due to a fight. He got other sponsors, 2 other big sponsors like the Everlast. It's just like
Man, it's crazy. I'm a young
Hold on.
This is everything
Yo.
I've been telling you.
Juan, hold on. Since he's Dominican, right? It's only right I hit him with the Dominican favor. Yo, bro, can I use that Ford discount? Let me know. I'm trying to buy a Ford Explorer, man.
I got you.
What's that discount like, man?
I really got a
Put it
Ford
under your
discount.
name and then I'll pay for it.
The Ford discount for us is free because that's Ford. But the crazy thing is Ford came and found us in the boxing gym.
Oh yeah.
We didn't go audition.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big Fortune 500 company.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna say
They searched for us.
I was in there training in the gym in Austin, Texas. This was like I'm not even pro yet. I'm just in there minding my business on a rainy day. Some dude come in like looking all beat up and whatnot, and he like, yo, and I thought he said Forbes. He said, do you want to be in a Forbes commercial? I'm like, Forbes, the magazine, what? And then I'm looking at him, I'm like, this man can't offer me. He must be like one of the homeless people that just can't walk in. And he's like, no, do you want to be in a Ford commercial? And I look at my dad, I'm like, is he tripping? Next thing you know, the whole gym they pulling up cars into the gym and whatnot, and then a bunch of cameras coming in. I'm like, oh wow. And my dad ain't lying. Them checks, they like we was just chilling. We didn't think we thought we were gonna get like $500, you know, like 17,000 like a week. Then like after the week, you think 2 weeks later you're not getting another check, then the 30,000.
6 checks coming in,
It's
and they
crazy.
paid it on this, and they paid it on that, and they paid it on YouTube, and they paid it on. So all these places, checks is just coming. So people don't really know how much money to make in boxing. If they had our company, they'll understand that, and they'll make more money outside the ring. All they need is the date. If they should be able to make 6 figures outside the ring, and inside the ring is whatever you get. That's Uncle Sam's money.
Hey, that's something I preach a lot to these
I need Ford to sponsor the Voice of Dominican Boxing. You don't connect me with that plug.
I got you.
It's amazing. What's a pitch for a young fighter that's coming up right now? I don't have a manager right now. I need your services. Maybe I don't speak the English language well. I'm Hispanic, I'm Mexican, I'm Dominican. How can a company, American-based company like yours, how can I be able to connect with you when we have a language barrier?
Me, number one, I'm taking up Spanish, and when I go to the DR, I'm gonna have a Spanish person, a translator with me when I go to the boxing gym. So whatever boxing gym he said, we just gonna set up some events so I can see some fighters.
It's Google Translate too.
And we're gonna
Exactly.
Yeah. But I believe the coaches out there, the coaches in the DR should know who the guys are. They should be
Exactly.
It's like this guy should be the one that's representing the DR.
Joel gets a lot of intel on who's the next guys.
I have a question. Since we with our fellow Dominican brothers, what y'all thought about that Suero fight?
The who?
Suero, my last fight. Yeah.
I mean,
like the opponent.
I was disgusted with Suero.
Not get him, y'all.
he fought very, very dirty. I was very disappointed with what he did.
And you know why I was upset? Because here you are getting a platform that most Dominican fighters don't get on.
That's what the comments I seen.
You're given an opportunity to shine. You have the talent. You can see that the kid has the talent to fight.
For real.
And as soon as you see someone put pressure on you, you want to. I thought it was a bow out move. So you won't get.
I was just mad at him because we brought the flag, and that didn't represent us well.
I know at the way.
I didn't like that part of it.
Listen, if the guy's not good, the guy's not good. If the guy gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. But you have a good amount of talent, and yeah, you're losing a fight, but choosing to pick the guy up and do all types of headbutts and behind the head and holding and hitting, it It was every foul in the book he did.
I was disgusted.
He did it. It was crazy.
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
lose honorably to the point where a
Yeah,
promoter.
listen. And Juan could be a testament to this. When a fighter lose, I'm not the guy that go, yo, he lost, he sucks, he has an L. I'm very like, all right, he took an L. You know, let's see. That's why when people were killing Devin Haney, I was like, you know, the guy took one loss. Like, let's relax. But that one loss, although it wasn't his first loss, to me is a big loss because he almost seemed like
I
he
called
didn't
it.
care if he got disqualified or not. He was gonna fight dirty.
Joel, I told Pops that I called it.
Mhm.
I knew I thought he was gonna get knocked out. I told you he's gonna get knocked out for the same reason. For the same reason you said it. These guys come from the Mayweather era. They're pop shotters. They want to look good on the outside. Once somebody put them hands on them, how are they gonna react?
it was only a matter of time too.
Yeah.
But think about it. When you can pick your opponents, you can fool the masses. You can fool the casuals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the next one. Yeah, when you can pick a guy like Autumn that you know is not gonna really. He's gonna eat a nice.
I want to ask you about some fellow Dominicans that recently fought. I don't know if you guys saw Teofimo's undercard, but there was 4 Dominicans. Did you guys get a chance to see the undercard?
No, I didn't
I didn't
actually.
even watch the fight.
I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't
Four
watch it.
Dominicans. They
Yeah,
need
there was
to
4 Dominicans on the undercard. It was Rohan Polanco,
Nobody
Elvis
promoted that?
Rodriguez.
Who
What's
was
up?
Oh, I see. The only fight I seen on that
Right.
was Elvis against that Filipino or something. That was a good fight.
Yes.
That
You saw
very
Elvis?
exciting.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
the only fight you saw. All the other fights were more exciting than that.
yeah,
All the other fights.
Yeah.
All the other fights.
You know, if I had 3 more Dominican fighters and all of them champions, like I put them all in, I won in different weight divisions. All of them get the belts, unified or either undisputed champion, all Dominicans. Do you know how much money coming back throwing fights there? You know how big we could be business-wise, us as men, just building this up. Do you know how big we can make that country and how much money?
You think I think that doing the events in New York, where there's a lot of Dominicans, and you know where there's dollars and not pesos, I think doing the fights in New York City, your hometown, is where it needs to be, and I think it needs to start small.
To start it, but no. The thing is, you want to build a stadium in the DR. Because you bring the advertising dollars. You know, they could blast it anywhere, any country to show viewership through pay-per-view. But you want a stadium at home because the tax dollars, you could get that land donated from the country because you're going to bring money in. So you don't even got to pay for the land. But now your network go up from the value of the land. So it's different ways to do it. Madison Square Garden ain't going to give you that. You're not getting ownership rights. You damn sure ain't getting the licensing. And you know, you're not getting the ball. You're not getting none of that. But now that we built the stadium and sell the pay-per-view rights to different places, we own the ball, we own the door, we own the seating, we own everything.
This guy.
He thinking like
Yeah. You thinking you got a good head on your shoulder. Yeah, he thinking business.
Because you know how the revenue comes in.
Yeah, because I've been around it.
Hold on. You said you was in the music industry. Can you elaborate? Because I want to know where your thinking comes from.
Well, I was signed to, so I wrote the Latin song for Regina Bell.
I tell all my friends that they don't believe me.
And when I was young, I used to write for a lot of artists as a ghostwriter. And I performed with Regina Bell for like a year straight. I was signed to Sony. I was A&R for Mr. Cheeks, of the Lost Boys. I worked at Universal as an A&R. My job was to develop artists. They had to give me an artist, and I had to look at, like, let's say we wanted to compete with Beyonce, for example. So I had to get the songwriters, the producers, the stylists. So I had to create $1 million asset out of nothing, out of a project girl. And so that was my job. So it was easy. But I learned the business, how the money is broken down, how things run. And that's the knowledge they don't give us. They don't give us that knowledge, but I know we could do it.
Yo, so he learned all of that coming back to the people, to the motherland, and coming back with all that game to teach us how to do it, man. That's some dope shit.
And now we see why Kid is where he's at right now. He shouldn't have the following he should have. He shouldn't have that type of following.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he hasn't had those big fights. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. Xavier, what's up, man? You got a question for Floyd Schofield?
What's up, Broadway? What's up, Ron? What's up?
Yo, hermano, what's going
Schofield
on?
Jr. and Schofield Sr. How you guys doing?
What's up? What's up? We okay?
So I'll be honest. You blocked me on Twitter.
You about to say something?
I'm someone who's blocked, but it's all good.
Yo, the way he was looking, I already knew he had something to say.
I'm blocking. What did you say though? You had to.
My man came out the gym
I
and
got a
everything.
question.
Like,
I just got back home from the gym right now. What are your goals at 135? Like, do you want to become undisputed first and then move up? And where do you see yourself like being your last weight division?
I feel like 35. I want to become undisputed before I move up. I'm still growing into a man, so I don't know if I get like a growth spurt just out of nowhere. So it depends. But if not, I stay at 35 till I become undisputed. But if they offer me a good fight at 140, I got no problem moving up and holding, both belts in both divisions. And I think I am done growing. So at this height, I feel like I should 147.
But I could tell you the promoters what we discussed. The goal is for him to get a belt and go up to 140 and get the IBF belt, and then come back down to 35, get all the other belts, and then he's gonna go to 140, 147, and be undisputed and hold all the belts at 140, 147. So that's the goal they're moving him into.
So the goal is undisputed 135, undisputed 140, undisputed 147.
Yes, but holding the 140 and 147
simultaneously.
And that is a two-time undisputed champion. And our team, the guys that we're gonna bring, are just gonna be monsters. So it's gonna be crazy.
The opportunities, man, gotta be handed. The thing with boxing is someone has to give you that shot. Because the opponent, these champions.
Xavier, that's all you had?
Also, for example, let's say you were to fight another Dominican. Me as a fan, I would prefer, if it's a non-title fight, not to fight each other. But if it's for a title, all right, go for it.
I can respect that.
But they're not
to unify.
They're not going to give the Dominican a chance to make it to the title.
Dang.
I mean, you're right. I see that. I see that, but they saying they could give Edwin to Tank.
But look
if he beats Tank, and then we got Schofield, then we can make that as a title fight.
Yeah, no, Dominicans, we've been getting title shots. I think that was an old stigma. I don't think that's a bad stigma.
We saw Brayo get the title shot twice.
Yeah.
Brayo got a title shot twice. Hector fought for the 130 belt, and he moved up to 35 to fight Tank.
Edwin got a shot versus Shakur.
Edwin got a shot, he lost. Adames, he's fought twice for a world title. One he lost, and the other one against Montiel for the WBC interim, which now is the WBC. So we've been getting title shots.
The road is harder, like Senior says. The road
is harder. Yeah. That part is true.
It's a lot harder. The best fighters don't have the resources.
Damn.
The best fighters don't have. They out there fighting on the block every day or whatever every day. They man, I'm telling you.
Wow, you know the game in and out, bro.
Nah. I've been really impressed with your business acumen. Yeah, not saying I thought bad of it before, but I just been very impressed. Like, you sharp, bro. You sharp.
Hey, out of all the fathers in boxing, you don't rub me off the wrong way, man. Because a lot of these pops, man, be extra. Oh, my son. But with you, we can see it as a game plan. We could see the vision. We could see the structure. We can see that you're just not talking shit.
Right.
And I'm happy, man, that your son got you in your corner, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You didn't have to pay for that. I mean,
Juan, you said you happy he got his father in his corner. Is that what you said?
Of course.
Okay. Well, guess what? He's also gonna have Joan Guzman in his corner.
Oh, it happened?
Yes, it happened.
Oh.
He helped us get a deal. Joan helped us get a deal. So now next.
Yo, listen, hold on. Just so y'all know, just right before the interview, there was an agreement. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna talk numbers. That's their business. But there was an agreement on how everything's gonna work out, and it's official. Guzman is Team Austin.
Yeah.
Yo, Joel, you sent Floyd Jr. a few shirts yet?
Oh yeah.
You sent him a few shirts yet?
Yo, you got a Dominican. Where you
I
get
gotta
that
send him
shirt
a shirt. I gotta send him a shirt. That's a
you
Dominican
get
box.
that
Gotta send him a few shirts.
Yeah.
from? Where you get that shirt from?
I won it on a raffle.
From Joel?
I raffled
Yeah,
from Broadway.
I did a raffle on Twitter. He was the one who won.
I signed it. Send it to me. I signed it.
Okay.
There you go.
So,
Okay.
I got it in red.
I'm like,
Joel, did you get a shirt, Joel? Joel.
I need their address. I need their
I'm
address.
gonna text it to you. I'm gonna text it to you
You
so
got
you can give it to the
you got
gentleman.
unblock him on Twitter.
I unblock him. Just send Joel your name. He said something weird. He had to say something.
Nah, I can read to you. I can read to you.
I asked him what he said. He didn't say it.
I can read to you what I said. I can read to you.
I read it.
I
All
was
right, we're gonna give him a chance. We're gonna give him a chance.
Yo, no, but this is a beautiful. Yo, this is one of the best interviews I've seen here so far. Enjoying myself.
Yo, you know what's funny? Me and Pops, we had the conversation about setting it up yesterday, and he was so excited he wanted to do it right then. I was like, no, not right now. I'm busy, but
I didn't even know you put it in the chat, man. I was just driving and I saw that you was going live. You usually, when you have big interviews like this, you usually.
I know, but this is you know, I've been busy lately, so I kind of been having to do spur of the moment. They were available, I was available, and we made it rock. And,
Hey,
and
kid,
we get
I'm
good views right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you are biggest star right now,
I know.
and you can be, and you could be the crossover. You could be that crossover star that we always ask for because you know how to speak English. Thank God.
Now, what was the comment? What you say?
What was the comment?
It was somebody said Abdullah Mason gotta wait 1 second because I keep it's Keyshawn Davis ducking Abdullah Mason and Floyd Schofield, and then I just said at Floyd Schofield gotta worry about H2O in November because we're not talking about fighting.
That's why I blocked you.
Oh,
He was about H2O.
Nah, but I can see why my dad blocked it because my dad probably read it as like.
I just said why we thinking about
I see
Keyshawn?
what you're saying.
We got H2O.
I was thinking about Keyshawn. H2O, I knew was about. I knew he was. So Nick Floyd said he was gonna get knocked out.
I did.
For like 3 weeks. I'm like, Floyd, don't say that. Floyd, like he's gonna get knocked out because we knew.
I seen him uncomfortable with that pressure.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was actually a fight that was gonna happen.
No,
so Keyshawn not in the conversation.
Hold on real fast. Keyshawn walked up to Oscar earlier, it's on tape, and said, could we fight at the end of the year? And Oscar shake his hand and say, yes, this was already done. Then so all I'm saying to Keyshawn is, yo, when you send in the contract, we supposed to fight at the end of the year. So that's what he said. And so you was like, what about A2O? And it's like, it has nothing to do with A2O. This guy's sent us a contract.
Miscommunication.
That's
a title fight right there, Pops. You and Keyshawn at 135. That's like a title fight, man, in a lot of ways.
Keyshawn
No.
So
he don't get to this.
I just wanted, young prospects don't usually fight. So when I saw that H2O and Floyd got made, I was excited. I was excited. I wanted to see it. I was like, let's go. They're taking that risk, and they're not ducking smoke. So I just wanted it, to happen.
I didn't read it wrong, but no. What I'm saying is he's number 2 in the WBA.
Yeah, I get that, but I get it.
Ain't even ranked.
Yeah, I know.
Just to look this far back was
that's kind of crazy.
That's like disrespectful to all our hard work. Now we got to fight out.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait. The name you and Keyshawn, y'all gone back and forth quite a bit. Like, where does that energy even come from?
Because Keyshawn, I watched grow up. I sat there, ate with him and his mama. His mama sat with me in fights. So this young pup that grew up around you, now he get a little fame and he forgetting that you the elder. So he gonna tell me gonna punch us in the face. In a boxing, he gonna walk up on us and stuff, and not want to do nothing but just pop shit. So now this is the young boy, and it's like now I gotta spank you because you forgetting who I am now. And so I had to put him back in his place, like, yo, to stop. You're not even like that. You're not like that. You're not even a fighter like that. Come on, you're the Floyd Mayweather ever. You know what we would do to you. So it ain't like he don't know. He's just trying to boost it up. All of them know. Let me tell you one thing. Not one of these champions came out and said, I'm lying. If I'm lying, I've been saying it for years.
Hey, Pop,
champions up.
I seen him uncomfortable in his last fight with that pressure. That dude was more stylistically, you know how to get in there. He was uncomfortable in a lot of spots.
I'm telling you,
like that.
He was rattled like
that. He walked up to us at the Lomachenko Devin fight. It was a whole different ending because if my dad was alone, he'll probably talk to my dad crazy. But he ain't talking to my dad crazy when I'm right there. Because I told him we could go right in the restroom and come back like nothing happened. Not boasting about it. But you don't disrespect. You don't disrespect my dad.
He's a good Olympian. He learned boxing. He didn't learn fighting. He was raised by a mom. His first coach was a woman that was an Olympian coach. So he had a more softer side. You know that because they was protect. No, I don't mean it like that. Not no.
He
had the softer side. He had nurturers. You know, women are nurturers. Where father gonna, if you cry to a woman, she might be, oh, come here, baby. Where the father gonna be like, get your ass up and dust it off and go back.
He's a nice kid. He's a nice kid.
Yeah. So he's not a fighter like that.
I don't like him.
Hold on. I got Rod on here. He wants to ask a question. Rod, what's up, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for having me, Broadway. Real quick, guys. Now that Turk is in business with Top Rank and Golden Boy, down the line, I would love to see a 5 versus 5 with Top Rank and Golden Boy. Can we finally see the potential match of Schofield versus Keyshawn Davis? That's my call, guys.
No, Keyshawn's scared to fight us. That's the first thing.
Oh, damn, he left.
And Golden Boy not in deals with them. Oscar told us he didn't get no offer from them, and they not in the deal.
I got him again.
Pops, I don't know if you noticed, but today Golden Boy put out on their official page that they have a business relationship with them. I don't know if you saw that today. They just posted.
No, because a couple days ago, Oscar put on a thing that they didn't come to him yet. So that was today.
Because they must have came to him today then. They got it. And he
they got that offer right. I think they got that offer.
But let me tell you this. They came to us and offered us a 3-round fight for $500,000.
3 rounds. 3 rounds.
Why did you turn that down?
3 1-minute rounds. The Prince been wanting Floyd for a long time.
And I told
why'd you turn that down?
No, listen, all money ain't good money.
Because you own it. We want ownership. Now, if y'all giving us percentage of this league y'all building, because once you get the league, they take all the rights. It's regulations. You're not making $1 billion as a brown man. You're not making $100 million to fight. They putting a cap on his salaries once they make it all one. So
is that me on there?
Yeah, that's you on there.
At least I made the front row.
All that means is we're gonna make bigger money. They're gonna pay bigger dollars.
That's crazy.
That's
that was today, Pops.
Wait. What is that plus thing?
Is that new partnership?
Is that Turkey Alashiki?
That means my Dominican brothers might be able to get more.
Joel, send that to them. I guess they didn't know. I don't think they knew that.
Yeah, I mentioned it to them, and then they corrected me saying it wasn't true. I was like, maybe I missed something.
Talking about when Oscar went on YouTube, they didn't know.
Right.
You got announced today, Joel. They didn't know that.
Oh, see, that confused me because they was like, no, that's
you got announced today.
You got announced today, Pops. New money.
All right, so now that you hear that, what's your opinion?
Keyshawn, come on, we making these millions. Come on,
more
brother.
money. Brother, we gave you that mean our pay salary just went up. What are you talking
Keyshawn, let's see you and Kid Austin, man. If it gotta happen in Saudi Arabia, it has to happen out there. Y'all willing to go?
Keyshawn going up to 140. He's not gonna fight us.
Hey, just overall, we made it, baby.
Stop.
We on the good side.
They do
new partnership.
Right? Crazy signing the goal.
Man said we made it. We on the good side. Okay. Hey man, how exciting is that? Knowing he come with big pocket.
We gotta have big fights. That just means we gotta be prepared. It don't mean like it get easier. It actually gets harder.
It gets harder.
We gotta make it look easier, but it's more training.
Harder fights.
Yeah.
Because that looks like that's his business model. Let's get
the only thing at 135, we don't got no competition. I'm dead serious. I seen them all in the gym. I know you frown your face.
135 has a lot of talent, bro.
But what I'm saying is we've been in the gym with them. We worked with them. And I bet you they don't come out and tell me I'm lying. We don't have no competition at 135. I told them 2 years ago Devin was going to run up. And he hauled ass 2 weight classes up. I told them Shakur gonna go up. I told him Keyshawn gonna go up. Everybody that been in that gym with him already said you too big and hit too hard.
Shakur want nothing to do with your son.
He didn't. He never said
nothing to do with your son. Don't even mention it to him.
I was supposed to be Artem that night. Never sent me a contract. Ever.
You were supposed to what?
He was supposed to be fighting.
He was supposed to be fighting Shakur for the arm thing. Shakur, this house because Shakur took.
Are you serious? Oh.
Let him break it down. Let him break it down. Let him break it down.
Let me tell y'all this. Shakur gonna tell us if y'all want to fight with me, y'all fight Zepeda. We said cool, we fight Zepeda. We contact Oscar, everything else. I guess Shakur like, wait, they on the same side, they might really fight. Then he said, nah, fight Mason. So now we gotta fight Zepeda and Mason to get to you.
We said, okay.
And so we said, all right, cool. Send us the contract saying if we fight both of them, we fight you. No contract came. So it ain't like we was ducking anybody at all. Just he was trying to
and then he said, since nobody wanted to fight him before Artem, he was like, all right, well, I'll fight y'all now, which was weird because now you retracting your statement because he was saying I didn't deserve no title shot because I didn't fight nobody, but now he want to fight me. But he never sent the contract in anyway.
Oh, he fought somebody. I told Joel that the first real talented fighter that he was gonna fight was that could give him problems, that have power, that's just as athletic as he is, was gonna be Edwin De Los Santos. And I told Joel why she looks average, why she looks like a regular fighter. Of course, it's good to look great against a Mexican-style fighter that's just coming up, slow feet. Oh, anybody's going to look great against that. Any Olympic boxer's going to look great against that. But put a guy just as athletic, just as strong. Well, he's not strong. And
we just seen it. We
just
seen it.
Yeah, we just seen it. Yeah, we that was celebrating right here with us.
You got another question, Xavier? Because I got other people, man.
No, I just want to say thank y'all for your time. I appreciate you representing Dominican Republic, and repping the flag.
You Dominican?
Yeah. Wow. Shirt. I got my mom, mi papá.
He got that European line. Got that European line.
Mi papá de San Francisco. Mi papá de San Francisco. Mi mamá de Tenares.
There you go.
But I was born in Manhattan. But I was born in New York, Manhattan.
Go good. I was born in Brooklyn. I'm still
I got 2 Dominican parents.
All right, bro.
Spanish my first language.
Good, bro. I'm happy to hear that, brother.
Yeah, they said, kid, you think you would knock out Mason?
I'll break his face.
Yo,
he was in the ring with Mason. I had to tell him stop hitting Mason so hard. He was
stop it, Pops.
I swear to God, they was 8. He was 8. He was 19. Mason was 18. We was at the Devin thing.
Hey, son, I'm gonna push you on punch. Stop beating on that boy.
Juan, let him get off. Let him go off.
I will say, I put it on my.
I'm dead serious.
I put it on my unborn son. My dad literally had to say, "Floyd,
stop hitting so hard, man. Work with him to do defense."
And then I got him with his brother afterwards.
And then beat his brother up. And then in the Olympics, in the amateurs, he fought the Masons, and we beat them up. So I feel like he's not a threat for us. We were hurt Mason.
He got Shakur behind him, and now he thinks stuff is sweet. And he will see in the future once he ends up face first.
Yo, Manny, que lo que? What's up, my brother?
What's up, my people? What's up?
What's
Yo,
up?
shout out to Key Austin and the Pat, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Juan, you think our Dominican con morenito like you, bro? Now we every color, bro. You see these?
That's right.
Hey, I got one question for Key Austin. Hey, Key, what you know about this? What?
See, my playlist is not that deep. My playlist, I'm still getting into the music. Raulín Rodriguez, that's my favorite. Anthony Santos.
What song you always playing? You always play it.
Bro,
I play Anthony Santos when I'm training a lot, and I listen to Aventura when I train.
Hey, listen. So you that song that was playing is called Machucalo by Toño Rosario. If you listen to that in the gym, bro, you're gonna get hype, bro. Machucalo, you know.
We're gonna listen to it then.
Machucalo. Now, yo, guys, I'm enjoying the interview. I just wanted to come in and just give you guys a shout out. Can't wait to see Kid Austin fight again. You know, keep up the good work, kid.
I only got one more question before I go. I don't want to take up too much time.
Peace, guys.
Okay, how did it feel seeing your what was going to be your potential former foe get put in his ass like that over the weekend?
He ain't get put on his ass.
I mean, on his face.
Yeah.
Well, he gonna make potential good money with you, and look, got put out by somebody that was projected to be not as.
He was playing.
Damn.
And then he get to know you cannot play boxing. He was in there playing, and that guy ended up catching that. He was doing all this. Why did you just stick to boxing and win a fight? And that's what happened.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
In the moment, it felt amazing. I will not lie. I was like,
you saw it live?
I was watching it live.
Why was it amazing? Why was it amazing?
Because he talked about his unborn child,
he talked about
his girl, and his ex-girlfriend, and all this. So he made it personal. So between him and Kid, he lucky that Kid wasn't the one that fought him. He might have really went in the coma.
I would have heard him like
mauled him. I would have seen you maul him, like straight maul.
Obviously Ashton don't work out his neck and nothing. I'm not as slow as body. I don't take my time like that. That same punch he got hit with, he would have got hit with 20 of those in the first round. But
and what's crazy is the combination
was clean.
Clean shots.
His body, he threw that out of pure, like just winging it, just out of scariness. It was no setup, but the fact that he was able to land that punch, it was a nice punch. But let's admit, he was throwing it because Ashton was on his behind.
He was losing the whole fight. I heard.
He was just throwing it, just like I hope
like he set up nothing. He threw a Hail Mary and it landed.
That a punch like that can never land on you.
Me?
It can land on
anyone.
But the thing is, you're supposed to keep your chin down. That's training. You keep your chin down, shoulder there, then you never get it clipped clean like that. He was, and he stepped into the punch. That's the weirdest.
And that's
he stepped into the chin with his chin up in the air.
With his chin up.
You can.
It's awkward. Look, that's so awkward from a kid that's talented.
It's all about taking your neck work seriously and your jaw work seriously. A punch like that
shouldn't have turned your head
completely
around.
Fighters back in the day was getting hit with worse shots than that for 15 rounds straight. That shot right there, I would have got hit with it. What's up? Let's go. But everyone's different. You can tell by his traps he don't work out his neck. Maybe next time he learned his lesson.
Don't give away all the secrets, brother. Don't give away the secrets, bro. We don't need the. Don't work out your necks. It's all good.
I need that then from Men in Black. I ain't hear that.
Yo, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all cook, man, because y'all doing a great job, man. It was a pleasure, Pops.
All right, baby.
When you guys are coming back? Because I know the cut that you have.
Been healed up, brother.
We supposed to come back and fight in November against the
body
guy. And we're gonna have a tune-up possibly in September to get ready for the November fight.
Who's in November?
Body,
the one that knocked out Ashton. Right now, that's what they're trying to work out. Because he
thinks so?
Oscar said he already owned it.
I spoke to Ashton dad. I told Ashton let Floyd fight this guy. Let Floyd go knock him out. And let Ashton get his rematch. That Floyd and Ashton meet.
But they want
because it would be a bigger
right
fight.
After,
but it would make no sense if they get the rematch after. It's not a big fight.
I'm saying they want the rematch right now.
And he would get hurt. He would get hurt.
You're not mentally ready.
That shows you a marketing and promotion kid. That kid is now known as one of the best fighters in boxing. He has almost 1 million followers in Instagram. So that's just straight marketing because of Paul.
Mm-hmm.
It's true with popular. Marketing and promotion is everything in this game.
That's right.
Thank you for all the jewels, all the wisdom, and what you're doing is amazing. You already know you're going to have one of the best management companies in boxing. You can just tell your vision is impeccable. It's amazing. Keep up the good work, brother.
All right.
Thank you, Joel, for everything. For the connection.
Are you doing Joel too?
Oh, I got it.
No. Either way, let's end the interview. You guys giving me enough of your time, man. An hour and 50 minutes. It's definitely been a good interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Always, brother.
Yeah, man, it's definitely cool hearing the plans you guys got. You know, hearing that you guys don't care if somebody says you're Dominican or not. You feel you are, and you know you are, and you're gonna rep it, whether a promotional company tells you not to, or somebody on Twitter tells you you're not Dominican, that you still gonna rep. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
85% with both my parents combined, so it don't matter.
There you go. There you go. So your mother also has some Dominican?
Yep.
Yeah. What's her lineage?
I'm not close to my mom. She hasn't really been in my life, but that's all I know.
All right, my man. Well, I appreciate your time, my man. Tell your father I said I appreciate him, and anything you guys need from me, you guys know how to contact me, bro.
Thank you, brother. We'll hit you up.
All right, my man. Till next time. All right, everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button for sure. Go cop a Dominican boxing shirt on BroadwayJoel.com. And till next time, guys. Peace.